all started on a Tuesday, the kind of Tuesday that felt like a Monday's angrier cousin. I was Sarah, just your average 16-year-old, stuck babysitting my little brother, Leo, in our creepy old house on Blackwood Lane. This house, it had a personality, mostly a terrifying one. Leo, bless his innocent heart, was obsessed with a new toy, a vintage doll he called Mr. Grinner. Said it talked to him. I, of course, dismissed it as a kid's imagination running wild. But even I couldn't shake the feeling that something was off. A chill that had nothing to do with the autumn air snaking through the cracked window panes. That night, the house seemed to breathe around us. Leo kept pointing to the corner of his room, whispering about Mr. Grinner watching him. The doll's painted eyes seemed to follow me, no matter where I stood. Then the whispers started, faint at first, like wind through dry leaves, but they grew, coalescing into a single, chilling word, mine. It was Leo's voice. It was deeper, colder, and it seemed to come from everywhere at once. I tried to convince Leo it was just the house, the wind, anything. But the whispers intensified, laced with a malice that made my skin crawl. Leo started crying, clutching the doll tighter, tears streaming down his face. He's angry, Leo sobbed. He wants you to play his game. Suddenly, the door to Leo's room slammed shut, plunging us into near total darkness. The doll's laughter, a dry, rasping sound, echoed in the sudden silence. Panic set in. I pounded on the door, screaming Leo's name, but only that ghastly laughter answered. Then, the door creaked open, just a hair. Through the gap, I saw Leo sitting on the floor, the doll perched on his lap. But Leo's eyes, they weren't his. They were vacant, glassy, reflecting the dim light like a dead fish. And he was smiling. That same wide, terrifying smile as Mr. Grinner. I finally managed to wrench the door open. Leo stood up, the doll still in his arms. He walked towards me, his movements stiff, unnatural. "You can't leave," he said, his voice a chilling monotone that wasn't his own. "Mr. Grinner doesn't like it when you leave." I backed away, my heart hammering against my ribs. The doll's painted eyes seemed to bore into me. I knew, with a certainty that chilled me to the bone, that this wasn't just a doll anymore. It was something else, something ancient and hungry, and it had found a new plaything. You think that's the end? That Sarah escaped? Wrong. The darkness that took Leo is still in that house, waiting for another child, another lonely night. If you hear whispers in the dark, if your toys start to feel watchful, don't ignore it. Don't be like Sarah. Face the grinning horror before it takes you too. Subscribe to the Acula Files for more chilling tales, if you dare.